Hey gamers, today we're going to look at Andromeda. Let's check it out. Setup for the game is very simple. Each player is going to choose from these alien cards here. They can go with the generic just alien card here on the front, or they can flip them over and decide, because each one has special abilities. This is probably the one you want to play. And depending on which one you choose, it will let you know how many aliens you start with in the ship and on your card. So for instance, if you read this alien, they have a special ability here, and they start with 4 aliens on the ship and 2 ready to go, primed and trained on their card. Whereas this one is a little bit more balanced. It has 3 on the alien ship and 3 on the card, and it has their little special ability there. Each player will also start with 2 teleportation tokens. They'll have 1 on the board as well. How to set up for the game. The game will tell you this is the base setup. There is a setup for a 2-player version. Now there are extra tiles in the game, so you can have a different ship each time. There is a little player turn order thing that you really do not need. This is basically a very simple game to learn. Also, you're going to shuffle the deck of mission cards. Each player is going to take 2 mission cards and put them in their hands. Mission cards are things that you're trying to achieve during the game, which will give you points during the game, either 1 or 2 points. Sometimes they don't require anything, besides the base conditions. Sometimes they require the base conditions and that you sacrifice one of your aliens on the ship. You're also going to have your technology cards here. You're going to shuffle this deck, deal out 3 of them, but the teleporter is always out there. That's a double-sided card. It's the only card that's double-sided because it's always one of the tech you have to start with. The other 3 can be shuffled in, they'll be random, and there's quite a few cards, there's about 4 more cards in the deck, so you can have different combinations of what technology is available every game. Now the gameplay is super simple. What you're going to do is you're going to roll all these die here. Now you'll roll less die if you have less players, and you're going to roll them out, and first player is going to divide up these die and offer it to all of the players. They're going to do this one at a time. So they may make the first offer something like this, offer it to that person. If they don't want it, they'll offer it to the next person. If they don't want it, they'll offer to this person, so on and so forth, until someone takes it. Now, if no one takes it, you have to end up taking it, and then you divide out the other 3 to the other players. And then you're going to take the actions on the dice after that. What are these actions? Well, they're different. This one is one of the bad items here. It makes you remove one of your aliens. This kills off, this radiation kills off one of the aliens from your board. No good. These are actually pretty neat because you can exchange these to get one of these special science actions. So maybe if I had explored the ship a little bit better, I could put a teleporter somewhere else on the ship. Let's say some of these tiles had been revealed, and maybe I want to start teleporting not just there, but I can also teleport there. So when I bring people onto the board, it doesn't have to be just there, it can be there or there. Or I can use one of these other one-time uses, and of course, if I had another die, I could use another tech again. They're just kind of one-time uses in the game every time you roll the special science dice card. The other ones, you have brains and you have alien faces. The brains meaning you're cloning, or you're basically training more aliens. So if I had the 2 brains, I'd load up 2 aliens on my card. If I had 2 alien faces there, I could deploy 2 of them wherever I have a teleporter. So at first, only you can teleport to this room, but eventually if you get more teleporters, you can teleport around the room, giving you better angles to take. This is basically area control, and what you're trying to do is have as much area control in certain areas. Now, the boots are very simple. The boots let you move. You can move 1 alien 3 spaces or 3 aliens 1. You can divide this up however you want. And that's what you're going to be doing when you're going around exploring the ship and seeing what the requirements are for each ship. It'll tell you you're trying to get a majority in each room. It'll say, hey, there doesn't need to be a majority in that room, or 0, or here, you at least need to have 1, or this one, you need to at least have 2. That's basically what the majority is there. You need to at least have that many. Now, of course, That's how you would score those points. Now each room also comes with a little special ability in it, and the room abilities are on the back of the instructions, and they are very simple. You won't need to look at those for too long because eventually you'll understand what each one of them means. So basically what you're doing is just moving around the board, and you're flipping over tiles, and you're trying to get area control into all of the areas of the ship, and depending on the number of players depends on the amount of area control you have. For 2 players it's 8 points, 3 players 7, and 4 players 6. Now remember, some of your little missions can also give you points as well, so that doesn't mean I have to control 7 1-point rooms. I could just have to control 5 points worth of rooms. So if I had the majority here, the majority here, and I had 2 of these, and this was a 4-player game or a 5-player game, 3-player game, I'd basically almost have it there. That'd be 2, 4, 6 right there. And I need 7 to win. So you can see you don't have to have aliens and all over the ship to control, but you do want, majority. Now if you're tied with someone, that is not majority. At the end of every turn, after everyone has utilized their dice, by the way, there's another die that lets you choose. Do you want to, train an alien or deploy an alien? After everyone's chosen, then you see who has the points, if they have the points to win. If not, you start over again with the first player, and here's how you determine the players. Whoever takes that first set of die would get that card, second player, third, and fourth. The first player would roll the die and start making offers, dispersing those die to see who would want them. Now, if the game doesn't have any majorities by the end of the 7th round, it ends, and whoever has the most points at the end of that wins the game. Final thoughts, what do I think about the game? Well, I played this game last year at BGG SpringCon in 2018, just in case you don't know the date of this video. But my nephews absolutely love the game. It's just basic area control is all really it is. And so cruising online, I saw it for clearance for $9, for $9. I was like, yeah. And my nephews were like, get it, yeah, because they love playing it. Well, I brought it out to my adult gaming group to see if they would like it, and they did. In fact, they really liked it. In fact, they're like looking for cheap copies themselves now. And now on to me. It's okay. It's kind of weird. I'm glad my nephews love it. I'm glad my gaming group loves it. But it's very simple area control. That's it. Sure, there's going to be different technologies that you can utilize, and sure, it's going to be kind of a tug of war to get your people out on the board. I do like how you can pair out the dice offerings. It reminds me a lot of Biblios dice, where you had to make 2 pairs and have people bid for those pairs. Here you're making a pair that you don't want to make too good because you don't want a player to take it, but you don't want to make it too bad because you may end up getting it. I like that. That is the best part. That's where this game shines. Other than that, it is just simple area control. That's all it is. Now, to be honest, if you're looking to get someone introduced into the gaming world, this would probably be a good one. The artwork looks really cool. The little alien pieces are definitely cool. Those tiles are super thick, and it's a super simple game to understand. So for that reason, you may want to get it. Me, I'm so on it. But like I said, my gaming group loves it, and my nephews love it. So if it's for you, go ahead and check it out. It's cheap anywhere online. So that may be a good thing, right? All right, folks, that's all the time I have for now. Until next time, game on.